Link Layer Discovery Protocol, or LLDP, lets network managers troubleshoot and enhance network management in multi-manager environments. It standardizes methods for network devices to advertise themselves to other systems. We'll talk about how to configure LLDP on switches on this edition of Tech Talks next. With LLDP, a device can advertise its identification, configuration, and capabilities to neighboring devices. This facilitates future applications of standard management tools like Simple Network Management Protocol, or SNMP. Tools like this make topology information available so network administrators can detect malfunctions and inconsistencies in configuration. With that, here's how to configure LLDP on a switch. First, log into the Web Configuration portal. Once you're in, go to Administrator, Discovery LLDP, and then Properties. This shows we're in basic mode, so we'll want to change that to advanced. Here you can see that LLDP status is checked enabled. If you uncheck it, you'll disable the LLDP and you'll have to configure LLDP frames handling, which is flooding and filtering. Leave the LLDP status as enabled. Next, you'll want to address the TLV advertise interval. Enter the rate in seconds at which LLDP advertisement updates are sent. You can either use the default or you can set your own. I'm going to use default here. Next is topology change SNMP notification interval. For this, enter a minimum time interval between SNMP notifications. Again, I'll just use the default. For hold multiplier, you can enter an amount of time that LLDP packets are held before the packets are discarded, measured in multiples of the TLV advertise interval. For example, if the TLV advertise interval is 30 seconds and the hold multiplier is 4, the LLDP packets are discarded after 120 seconds. For reinitializing delay, enter the time in seconds that passes between disabling and reinitializing LLDP. Next is transmit delay. This is the time in seconds that passes between successive LLDP frame transmissions due to changes in the LLDP local system management information base. Again, I'm using the default on all of these. On to chassis ID advertisement. You'll choose between MAC address or host name. If you select MAC address, you'll advertise the MAC address of the device. If you select host name, you'll advertise the hosting of the device. Down here, you'll see LLDP MED properties. If you want to configure LLDP MED for this, enter the number of times LLDP packets are sent when the fast start mechanism initializes. Next, we'll go under port settings. You can choose the interface type. Here it's port of unit 1. You'll select a radio button next to the interface number you want to edit. Scroll down to click Edit to edit that interface. This will bring up new settings. Here you can select exactly what you want to configure. For administrative status, there are 4 options: TX only, which only publishes but does not discover; RX only, which discovers but does not publish; TX and RX, which does both; and disabled, which disables LLDP on this port. Here I'll choose TX and RX so it discovers and publishes. For SNMP notifications, you can check this box to enable and send notification to SNMP to the recipient. Next, click on the TLVs you'd like to switch to publish and click the right arrow to transfer them to the selected optional TLVs. TLVs are short informational elements used to communicate complex data. Then you can choose your management address optional TLV. There's Auto Advertise, where the software automatically chooses a management address to advertise from all of the IP addresses of the device. If you wanted to choose none, it does not advertise the management IP address. And manual advertise means you select the management IP address to be advertised. Cisco recommends you select this option when the device is configured with multiple IP addresses. Next is 802.1 VLAN and protocol. Check the PVID box to advertise the PVID in the TLV. If you wanted to advertise port and protocol VLAN ID, you enter it here. And if you want to enter the VLANs, you can do that here. I'll put in VLAN 40. When you're through with this section, click Apply and go ahead and close this. Repeat this for other ports if necessary. Those are the basics for configuring LLDP on a switch. Thanks for watching Tech Talks from Cisco. We'll see you next time.